Welcome to the control panel for the 355TH. First thing you'll notice are the two LEDs across the top. This is the power indicator, and this is the heat indicator for when you're running heat assist material. Below that is the temperature controller. Next to that is the speed controller. Underneath that you have the run and foot pedal switch, forward and reverse switch, and the cold and hot switch. So when I turn the machine on with the main power in the back, you'll see that the red LED illuminates. This indicator here is controlled by this switch. So when we're not running any heat, this will stay blank. And when I press the run or the heat, this will start flashing. When I get up to my set temperature, this will go solid. The next thing we'll notice on the 355TH is the feed table. You'll see a print hold down clamp that keeps cut sheets down when you feed them through so that they don't pop up and break the safety I-beam, which would shut the machine off and run the print. When we are threading and loading the machine, we'll flip this up. We'll lock the two locking mechanisms to hold that in place. And now that gives us access to our rollers. You'll see that we have a 1-inch gap for our rollers, and that means you can mount on a rigid substrate up to 1 inch thick. Underneath that is the bottom supply shaft. And you'll notice on the shaft that there are arrows on the sides. Those arrows indicate where the tongue is that fits into the groove for the drive mechanism. So you'll see that this tongue is lined up with this arrow. And the nice thing is it's on both sides, so if you put the film on, it doesn't matter which way you put the shaft on the machine. It fits on both ways. The cradles lock the film supply shafts, media supply shafts, in place so that they can't pop out during the run. You'll notice 4 black knobs on this side of the machine. This top knob controls the clutch tension on the release line rewinder shaft. This one controls the brake tension on the top supply shaft. This one controls the clutch tension on the rear rewind, and this one controls the brake tension on the front bottom supply shaft. Underneath that, you'll notice a small toolbox that's attached with magnets, and you can put your scissors and tape and whatever else you need in there. Along the back side of the machine, you'll see the top rewind for the release liner, the top supply shaft for film, and the bottom rewind for doing roll-to-roll. You'll also notice on all these shafts they have the arrow indicator for that lines up to the tongue. The tongue has to go into the groove, and that's what allows it to drive properly. All 3 shafts are 3-inch auto grip, so you don't have to worry about core adapters or anything like that. Over here is the main on-off switch of the machine. Then we have the hand wheel, which raises and lowers the top roller to get your nip. When we lower this all the way down, you'll go to where you feel it touch, and then just like 1 number on the face of the clock past that, and that's all the roller pressure you need. You don't want to go overboard with this, because then you'll end up bowing the rollers, and then all of your material you're running through there will try to skew into the center, and you get a lot of wrinkles and rivers and stuff like that. One of the safety features on the 355TH are the emergency stop switches. There's one on each cabinet, so if you see an emergency situation, when you press that, it immediately stops all motor action and nothing else will happen. When you're ready to rerun, press down and turn. It'll pop back up and reset the motor, so now you can start running again. The other safety feature is the photo eye sensor that protects the operator from getting caught in the machine. So with the rollers turning like this, if the operator comes in and breaks the beam, you'll notice that the rollers stop. To reset, you have to press the run button to foot and then back to run, and that resets the motor. As I pointed out earlier, on the control panel is a switch that controls run and foot. In the run mode, motor automatically runs by itself. In the foot mode, you use the foot pedal down here, which gives you the same results. Lastly, you'll see the cloth blanket that's on the bottom of the machine. This is used to hold extra media, craft paper, or over laminate. And as you can see, when we're not using the print clamp, we can put that down there as well.